I want to acknowledge more seriously that we are on occupied Tongva land, the native people of this area, and like history is so important, and the history of people in this room and everyone we've come from is so important, and oftentimes it's forgotten or disrespected, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do the opposite of that with my short story. And so the piece I'm reading from is from a short story I wrote called The Unseen, and it is it takes place in the 1980s, the late 1980s in LA, and it's about a queer Latino mortician who takes care of bodies of those who died from AIDS complications. When he touches their bodies, he sees memories from their lives. And the piece I'm reading is one of the bodies who is that of a queer black man. The first corpse I walk up to is an African-American man who looks to be about in his early 30s, though he probably wasn't that much younger than me. His ashen skin and sunken cheeks age him cruelly. He is strikingly beautiful, even in death. I pull his table into the lab and prepare for what's to come. I put on my protective gear, from my mask to my gloves, and grab the scissors. I begin to cut the clothes off of his body and push them into the bin next to my workstation. I disinfect the body in the necessary places and begin to shave his face. Shaving their faces and doing their makeup has always been one of my favorite steps in this whole process because it's the most visible step. Because I know that whoever's going to see him will need to see who he was, and I need to make him as close to that as I can. I will be his hands in this moment, and I will show the world who he was. I take off my gloves for the next step, massaging the body to break the rigor mortis. This needs to be done so that the embalming fluid distributes thoroughly. But the reason I do this without my gloves is to establish the connection. The moment my hands touch his cold skin, the visions come alive. Mama! Mama! Jared's eating my chips! My hands are kneading his legs while I watch him when he was a child, fighting with his older brother before the vision cuts and all I see are flashes from his life. His name was Leonard Wilson. I see him doodling pictures in his social studies class in junior high. I see that day a few weeks before his 17th birthday when he told his mom he was gay. I also see the several years he lived on the streets because of it. But there are moments when the image is slow, and suddenly I'm in his memory. I'm seeing what he saw and feeling what he felt. As I'm relieving the tension from the body he used to reside in, tension from a life that gave him no shortcuts, we're also in a nightclub. He can feel the disco beat pumping in his veins, the lights are flashing, and he thinks everyone must be at the catch tonight. His favorite song is blaring all around him, and everyone is on the dance floor using their bodies to communicate. You make me feel mighty real. Sylvester sings to the speakers as all of their bodies are against each other. They use their bodies to say things they've never been able to say outside of these walls. They're saying that in this world that hates them for who they love and what they look like, they can come here and be themselves. Hands are caressing each other on the dance floor as if to say, I've got you. Together we're here. I feel real when you touch me. I feel real. The words hold Leonard up. These bodies are moving to the music, free of worry, free of time. Their black bodies are saying that even when other establishments aren't safe for them, in this place and in this moment, they can fly, they have wings, they are the angel this city was named after. Even the police won't come in here, too afraid the virus will get them the moment they step foot in here. In here, Leonard sees his people and remembers that they are dying out in that cold world, but right now it's okay to be in this moment. Even if even if it's only for a night. He hears them, he feels them, their bodies are vibrant and their love is loud. I feel real. I release my hold on his body, and the music I heard a second ago is gone. I continue the embalming process and I think about Leonard's life. He was dazzling. He saw the world in so many colors, and he believed he was on the right track every moment. That night he was dancing to his favorite song. He had known he had the virus for a few weeks, but he was still living, not just surviving. He was alive, and now he's not. Now no one wants to even touch his dead body and feel that they'll get the gay cancer. Now, no one cares to know what his life was or how hard he had it. Right now, he's just a number to the world, but he isn't to me. I got to share that experience with him. I see you, Leonard. I see you. Thank you.